Hi everyone. Today I am going to make some fresh tomato sauce, and I've already mixed and sauteed my meatballs that are going to go in. When my mom used to make this, she would roll the meatballs raw, put them right in the hot sauce. I don't do that. I always put a little sear on it and then I add them to the sauce. So here's what we're going to start doing. I have about, I would say, 4 tablespoons of olive oil in the bottom of this pan. I just coated the bottom of the pan. You just want to make sure you're not putting too much in. I also have cloves of garlic, and I'm going to demonstrate on how you get the cloves to be able to get this paper stuff off, because the garlic has this all over the outside of it. So what we're going to start off with first is the minced garlic. And the way that you get the garlic to be minced like this is you take the clove of garlic and you put it under the knife and you whack it pretty hard with your palm or the heel of your hand. And then you'll see this papery looking substance that is wrapped around the clove of garlic comes right off. First I'm cutting the garlic into like slivers, and then I'm going to take the knife, and this is called rocking. You put the tip of your knife down and you rock it, and you cut up the garlic into little tiny sweet pieces. So once I get the garlic minced like this, and by the way, this was about 4 small sized cloves of garlic. I'm going to put it into the oil in the pan, and I'm going to saute it until it is cooked and soft. Once the garlic is cooked and sauteed, now remember, keep an eye on this because you don't want it to burn. Otherwise it'll ruin your whole entire pot of tomato sauce. After it is cooked and softened, then we're going to start adding the tomatoes. The garlic is sauteing and it's pretty much ready to put the tomatoes in. Oh my goodness, the smell is fabulous. Love the smell of cooking garlic. So what we're adding is hand-crushed San Marzano tomatoes. After I get the tomatoes in here, I am going to use an immersion blender. It looks like this. It has a little blade on the bottom, and you can put it right into your pot, and you can make the tomatoes a little smaller. We like the tomatoes much smoother. And of course when it cooks, it's also going to break down and they're going to get smoother. You don't have to crush the tomatoes if you care for it to be a little bit chunkier. My family prefers it to be very smooth. So I am going to blend up these tomatoes first before I put the water in. I thought I said that already. Again, this mixture of cans of tomatoes also has basil in it. Next, I am going to add the tomato paste, and when I'm done adding all the paste and the tomatoes together, I am going to do cans of water. For each can of tomato product I put in, I am putting a can of water. Now, we figured it out, and that adds up to 100 ounces of water. The reason why you see 2 pots on the stove is because I didn't listen to my sister and take her larger pot. So I had to kind of switch it back and forth on doing it in 2 pots. But right now I'm adding my spices. First I'm adding onion powder, probably about 2 tablespoons. I'm also adding garlic powder, and probably about the same amount, 2 tablespoons, maybe a little bit more. We like it really garlicky. Now remember I had sauteed garlic in the bottom, so this is just adding more flavor. And I'm also adding parsley. Now, the San Marzano tomatoes already have basil in them. So this is just a little bit more added flavor, like I said. And we're also going to add some pepper. There's enough salt in this right now, but I'm going to make a little bit of black pepper in there. Maybe about a tablespoon. Now I'm adding a little bit of sugar, only because the tomatoes are so acidic, you want to take some of the acid out of them. So I'm just sprinkling maybe about a tablespoon of sugar in there. And also, the other reason I forgot to tell you why we don't need to add salt to this is because I'm going to add Romano and Parmesan cheese, and that is plenty salty. You won't need to add more salt. And again, I eyeball it, maybe about a quarter to a half of a cup. Mix that all around. Once it gets starting to get hot and simmering, I'm going to add the meatballs in there. And then we're going to let it cook down. Take about 2 hours. So if you like my videos and you like what I'm cooking, go to my YouTube page, hit the subscribe button and the notification button so that you can get future videos of what I'm cooking. Okay, the sauce is done. You don't have to do the process I did. You could start from scratch. You could get the tomatoes, and what would you would have to do is boil them. You would have to peel them, crush them, add the basil, I always doctor the sauce anyway. I put garlic powder and onion powder, and I also put parsley in mine and the cheese. But you would have to do that all from scratch, and that's a really long process. So using the canned San Marzano crushed tomatoes is the best thing that you could do to get to this end result. Here's the end result. I'm going to taste. It's very hot. It's like heaven. So delicious. Mangia. Make sure that you hit the like button and the notification button so that you can be tuned in to all my upcoming